on the same page and developing chemistry. So it's been steady, improving.
Okay. How many do you have on the team at this time?
Well, I have 21 kids on the team right now. So that's JV and varsity.
JV and varsity. Okay. Yeah. It's always good to get those younger players some experience. It's been a few years since we've had a JV team on the girls' side. So the two returning players, we'll get into talking about some of the players real quick. The two returning players that most fans will remember will be Quintasia Johnson. She missed all of last season due to her knee injury during the summer. So she missed everything: softball, basketball, track, slow pitch, and everything. So she's, getting back into the gym for the first time in well over a year. And then Maria Gonzalez, she got some playing time last year under Coach Denton. Who do you see as the leader of the team right now?
Well, I have two leaders of the team, Quintasia Johnson and McClure, Katie McClure.
Katie, yes.
So, yeah, she's a junior this year, coming back, and it's nice having Red back on the team this year from the injury.
Absolutely. And then we also have coming back, I think she'll be back, unless you're going to tell me otherwise. Jayla Garrett also played last year. She actually started a few games as a freshman. How has she been doing so far?
Well, yeah, she's back this year. And, she's improving, working on her defense and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, what new players do you have as far as maybe somebody that didn't play last year, or incoming freshmen that can have an impact on this team this season?
Well, we have a lot of incoming freshmen as you can look at this. It's nice. Mila Green, Addie Clarity, a new freshman. Who was that? Miss Hall, Tayson Hall. She's a nice athlete, a nice addition to the team this year. So we have a nice little freshman class that's going to be great in the future.
Okay, and then also I was told Derica Hunt is back playing. I know she went down to injury during the season last year and just about lost her for the year, but I understand she's back playing. Comes from a really great athletic family. Like her mother, me and her were classmates, and she did some of everything here at Idabel. So, is there it? Okay, next question. Have you had a chance to scrimmage anybody?
Yeah, we went down to what did we got? We went down to Queen City last weekend, and I thought they did pretty decent on playing against Queen City and another team that came down was the other team called? They came down, but they did pretty good. They won 3/4 of 4 quarters, so they did look pretty good.
Okay. Do you have any more scrimmages on the schedule before the season starts, or is that going to be it?
Well, Tuesday we're going to Calvin, and we'll see Arkansas. Who's that team? No, you said who? Yeah, we'll see Paul Valley. We'll see McAllister, and we'll play Silo.
Silo, yeah, we've played Silo here in years past, and they've had really good teams. Paul's Valley, that's where our former Coach Denton, that's where she landed, and definitely sounds like some good competition on the coming up Tuesday. So your actual first game will be December 9th here against Hugo, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that game's at home, folks, and come out, support those Lady Warriors. You should have a packed house at Woodrow Home and Gymnasium on the campus of Idabel High School, and definitely looking forward to that contest. Looking at the schedule, you're going to play in the Gunslinger Classic in New Boston, then the Idabel Winter Classic, and then the Wampus Cat Classic over in Atoka throughout the season, where we've already mentioned is the possibility of playing Paul's Valley, which they had a pretty good team last year. But gonna get you out of here with this. What is the, obviously getting better and winning games, but is there a team goal?
Just take one day at a time. Just quit looking, don't look ahead, just try to improve every game. Just stack days. That's what I see right now.
All right. Hey, thanks for joining us. And we're going to go ahead and bring Coach Griffin on because I know y'all guys got to get back and get to class and practicing fourth hour, things like that. So I'm going to hopefully try and check that out real quick. So, Coach Griffin, last year you had another 20-plus win season. You win district, you win regional, get to area, and things are it was an unusual week for that area tournament. For those that forgot, we were supposed to play in Ada. Ada got hit by a tornado that Monday, ended up moving area tournament from Ada clear over to Chickasha, kind of got a disadvantage for us. Instead of a 2.5-hour trip, it's about a 4-hour trip one way. And, we lost to Douglas, and then we turn around and lose to a Bishop McGinnis team that we beat to win regionals over in Medill. So how the players that are returning, have they talked about that? Because that seems to have left a bit of a sour taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah, we talked about it, and our main focus is the Douglas game. Up until halftime. At halftime, we was ahead, and then got out of character a little bit second half. Douglas, with their kind of like roughhouse play, took us off our game. Like I tell them, once we play pure basketball, free throws, layups, backdoor cuts, focus on what we do, we'll be fine. And we got to get back to that level. That's my main focus. Our focus now is the big house and getting there and free throws, layups, blockouts, and take care of the ball and right mindset when you come to practice. That's our main focus right now.
So that kind of leads into my question. What did you work on during the summer with the team after how the season ended?
Strength. We hit the weights really hard, and we still, even though we lost 6 seniors last year, we went and still played in Fort Smith, played in that 6A bracket down there at Fort Smith at the youth campus, and then we went to UCO. We played on the 5A, 6A level, and I'm taking them young kids. We went to Durant. So we played several games this summer, traveling, not only with the main varsity player, we took a lot of the JVers and freshmen with us and got them some run also to keep our program going for the future.
Absolutely. And getting into this year's team, you have a nice trio to start off with between Jordan Lewis, Baker Hoskins, and Chris Blood. So I see those young men as the leaders of the team now. What do you expect from them as your upperclassmen?
Well, Baker and Chris, and so as Jordan, they've been playing since they were freshmen. Baker and Chris have been on a state tournament team. They've been like 20-plus win seasons. So I expect a lot out of them. We go tomorrow night and play Captain Shreve, at the showcase in Shreveport. We're going to have 4 freshmen go with us that'll be on varsity. And we got some returning players that'll be seniors, some seniors that'll be able to help us. So we just looking forward to just getting better. And I expect a lot out of Big Chris. Big Chris Bledsoe, he's been a player over the years that just gave his heart and soul to football, basketball, baseball, football and track. But he'll be more of a scorer, more of a rebounder this year, more into the flow of the offense. So will Baker Hoskins. They all had to wait their turn behind them upperclassmen. Now it's their time to step up.
Yeah, talking about Chris, he dropped a bit of weight over the summer because you could definitely tell when football started. But then popped up in practice, I guess it was Tuesday. He's back to that basketball body, and he definitely got right in the weight room, and definitely look to seeing more of him and more of a complete game. They're messing around in practice. He's finishing above the rim now. I know fans will be excited to see that. And then talking about Baker Hoskins, 6'5" player on the wing. He can do a bit of everything. I know the thing with him last year was getting into foul trouble in big games. So hopefully he avoids that this season because the team is better with Baker on the floor. Jordan Lewis had a really good season last year coming off the bench, got a lot of minutes. I would definitely bet his role expands heading into this season. Another player that folks should be excited about would be Aiden James. What do you think?
Well, you said a big trio, but we got 4 players. We got more than 4 players. We're about 12 strong, but we got 4 players that you can put your hat on. You got Aiden James, you got Baker Hoskins, you got Chris Bledsoe, and you got Jordan Lewis. But we got talented freshmen. We got Jamie Ray Clerkley. We got Joseph Hoskins, and we got Zaylen Watson. We got Braylon Green. We got some freshmen, and Michael Pipperbetty, we got some kids that are gonna step up in some major roles for this year. And we got Val Anthony, he'll be there with us. So we got a senior that'll be there with us. So we got a good chemistry there. And as long as everybody set their role, we'll be about 10, 12 deep, but I like to play up tempo. So it'll be about 8, 9, 10 kids play this year. And it won't be that focus where it's just 1 or 2 players are scoring and you look at that, we're gonna have multiple players that can do that. And then when you do that, it's hard to stop, but it come back again. Free throws, layups, we gotta box out and take care of the ball.
Absolutely. Cut down those turnovers, and when y'all defense turn that ball over, have defense create offense. That's definitely the name of the game in basketball. So you've kind of covered a couple of things as far as other players that can make a difference. Now this afternoon, taking the JV to play in the Hugo Festival. They will take on Hugo this afternoon at 4:00. So that's a chance to get your freshmen, your sophomores, and guys that really haven't had game experience. There's a chance for them to get their feet wet and play in a pretty nice environment over in Hugo. And then, like you mentioned, tomorrow we're opening up the season in Shreveport, taking on Captain Shreve to close out the Shreve Classic. And one thing that folks are curious about, I know you have some connections down in that Shreveport area, because I know one year I went with y'all to play at a day camp in Ruston. So is that how you get a lot of those games scheduled and then play it? Like last year we played at Parkway in their festival, and then they're coming up here for the Winter Classic,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah. Over the years, our AAU program with Dr. Hoskins and Coach Hawkins, Ben Hawkins, we've been going down from Shreveport area, we've been going to Dallas area, Oklahoma City, Tulsa. So we know them around. Me, I like to talk. So when we go down there, a lot of those guys will get together and start talking. And they just like us, they love basketball. They in football, they got flag football, tackle football. Those guys down there are sports fanatic. So when I get there and start talking with them, they say, hey, we'll come play you, you come play us. And that's where everything, that relationship builds there. And now we got Parkway coming to our Winter Classic. Captain Shreve will come down here and play in our Winter Classic. And that's where Longview, Texas, Coach Weaver used to be at Arkansas High. We built that relationship with him. He's coming to the Winter Classic. Coach Shanklin, we always help each other. But I'm playing in the JV Festival. He's coming here to the Winter Classic. Then my friend Terry Long, who won 3 state championship with Douglas, he's the AD at Western Heights. He bringing his girls and boys teams down here to play. And then the Australia team, that was a relationship they built with them before I got here at Idabel when they came in years ago. So they want to come back. So everybody wants to come play basketball, and that's a fun time. Right after Christmas, everybody got their Christmas gear on and everything they got for Christmas that they could come out and enjoy some good basketball. Because on our girls' side, we got Mount Pleasant, we got DeKalb girls, we got New Boston girls, we got Australia, we got Winsboro, who won it 2 years ago, won state, and we also have Hugo coming in. So it's a fun festival time for Idabel. All the vendors and everybody around town profits because we bring 16 teams in here. And everybody, they shop at Walmart, they do it at McDonald's, they stay in the hotel. It's just a fun time to let people know about this part of our area. OG Town, they get their cabins. Everybody gets to benefit and have fun at the Winter Classic.
Now you mentioned the team from Australia. I understand you are looking for local families to possibly host a player or two from the teams from Australia. They'll bring the girls team and the boys team, correct?
Yes, they're bringing 24 kids. They're gonna have a boys team, varsity girls, and they're gonna bring a JV. They're gonna bring a JV team, which will play the last night in our Winter Classic. So we were looking for someone to sponsor them. Last time, before I got here, they said they had parents and different people sponsor them. And I just reaching out to our Idabel Nation, our Warrior Nation, to help make this a fun time, and a cultural value where people can see the way we live in America. So they can come over and see the love and kindness and warmth, especially around Christmas. That's a time to show Jesus loves us all.
Amen. Absolutely. Gonna get you out here real quick. Now we play at Captain Shreve tomorrow. And then I understand Tuesday we're taking a trip to Paris to take on North Lamar, correct?
Yes, we play Paris North Lamar on the schedule at 5:30, but we're not gonna play at 5:30. Our freshmen gonna play at 1. And then our JV team will play at 2:30, and then our varsity play at 3:30. At that 3:30 mark, that gives all our players. We got 28 players in our program right now, and they give everyone a chance to get better. We're gonna have 5 or 6 outings this year where they're just boys playing and girls. So boys playing where we get a chance to get some action. Just like when we go to the ADA tournament, the boys tournament, it's gonna be a big varsity tournament for us. So we got a tough schedule all the way around. We open up with Captain Street, North Martin. We come back with a tough Hugo team, and then we're going to play a team out of Arlington. They're going to be in that Hugo tournament, a Hugo festival, and then we got to play Oklahoma Storm. And then that before we play Valley. So it's going to be a year. I'll tell all my players, I'll tell my parents, I'm going to tell them again at the parent meet on Monday night at 6:30 that we're going to have a rugged season, but at the end, we're going to be tough. We make a run for the state tournament. That's where you get better. We can't play in a tournament of champion in Tulsa. We'll make a tournament of champion here in Idabel. That's what I want a classic represents.
Absolutely. A lot of good competition here at the Idabel Winter Festival. We'll have all the Idabel games broadcast right here on Idabel's first 96.7 KBEL. And let's see, was there anything else I was wanting to get into as far as is Arkansas High playing in the Winter Classic? Is there room for them?
Yes, Arkansas High boys will be included over on our side as our AD. He's a former coach down there. They got a 6'6" kid that moved in, and good guards, so they're gonna be pretty strong. That boys tournament is gonna be loaded. You know, like I was telling my players, somebody gonna go 0-3, somebody gonna go 1-2, somebody gonna go 2-1, somebody gonna go 3. You know, your hard work decide what you're gonna be.
Absolutely. I've seen some clips of the young man from Arkansas High. His name is MJ Ward. A really good player for Arkansas High. So, I know here in recent years we've had a pretty good run at it, beating them by a pretty big margin. So, that's the 29th, 30th, and 31st after Christmas. So we'll definitely have you on again to talk about the Winter Classic, talk about how the season's going as time has gone on throughout the season. So, hey, we're going to get you out of here with that. And I'd like to thank you all for joining us. I think I'm going to come pop by practice here in a little bit because I just want to make sure I have the right roster. And Coach Street, do you have a girls roster available?
Not at this time.
Not yet. Okay. Well, there's still time because y'all don't play again until the 9th. And that'll be Idabel hosting Hugo right here at Woodrow Home Gymnasium. So we're going to take a quick break. I got a couple other things to tell you about, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Idabel Coaching Show right here on Idabel's first 96.7 KBEL.
Thank you, sir. All right. We got to go the other day, figure out. Because remember, he gave us that clock back too fast for it to be fixed. We don't need a hero to come over and have a clock back.
Oh, yeah.
That's the clock. Because they brought that clock back real fast and it was fixed. You got the clock over there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he ran that clock over there so we can see if it's gonna work.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Then this is last year. Next year, y'all be getting shot clocks. Or how's that going to work for y'all?
Yeah, we play, like when we play Captain Street, they don't play the shot clock.
Oh, there's going to be a shot clock.
No, we played down in Ashdown, didn't have a shot clock.
Yep.
They only worked it when it was out there.
Yeah, I remember that we were ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a shot clock malfunction. There was a fight in the stands.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, Ashdown went on a run. That was crazy. I remember that.
That's right.
And you got teed up for no reason. That was nuts. Okay, one more. I got a couple of things to mention. If you want to cut that, well, I got a couple more things to mention. Yeah, we'll get out of here. With over 140,000 square feet of equipment, their lumber inventory has doubled over the years. And what you need at lumber roof, you'll find it Bailey's under the neighbors. Drive a little and save a lot to Bailey Lumber Company, 5 miles east of Oakland on Highway 7 to Bailey's. First, 96.7 Hey, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us and thank Coach Davis, Coach Three, and Coach Griffin for the interview this morning as we're getting ready to get started with some Idabel Warrior basketball. You'll have a couple of boys' games to come check out. Saturday, we're going to be in Shreveport at Captain Shreve. That is a 6 o'clock tip-off. Look for us to go on air about 5:50 or whenever that previous game is. Never being down there. I'm not sure if we're going to run early or late. And then Tuesday afternoon, we will be in Paris to take on the North Lamar Panthers. We always play them yearly, be it here or in Paris, and that is an afternoon contest. You'll have the freshman game at 1, JV at 2:30, and varsity at 3:30. We'll broadcast that varsity contest. Also Monday, boys basketball parent meeting. We'll catch all of that up on the Monday edition of the Warrior Minute. But a couple of things I want to get into. The Idabel youth football team will be playing in their league Super Bowl in Hugo tomorrow. I have their schedule. All games will be at Hugo's Gene Nesbitt Stadium. The 6 and under team from Idabel will play Valiant at noon. And then that'll be followed by the Idabel 8 and under team. They will take on Atoka at 1 o'clock. And then the 10 and under Super Bowl between Idabel and Broken Bow. That will kick off around 2 o'clock. We want to wish all those kids best of luck and come home with trophy rings and all that stuff. Also want to wish the Savages good luck tonight as they are hosting the Weatherford Eagles over in Memorial Stadium in Broken Bow. That is a 7 o'clock kickoff in Broken Bow. And then finally, once again, talking about the game between Idabel and Captain Shreve. This is the last game in the Shreve Classic, a showcase down in Shreveport. Pre-game live at 5:50 or when the previous game ends. We'll post a link for tickets on the KBO Sports Facebook page. Seems like most of their tickets they want you to purchase online. They also have a clear bag policy at their event. So if you happen to have clear bags, do use those. Don't bring in food or anything like that. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a concession stand. I will share all of that later today on the KBO Sports Facebook page. So if there's any information that you need to find, if you're thinking about making that trip from here to Shreveport, it's just two and a half hours. And hope to see some of you there tomorrow. Hope to see some of you there in Paris on Tuesday. So that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in to the Idabel Coaches Show right here on Idabel's First, 96.7 KBEL. That.